pretty much what I imagined. I think we've made her come to life pretty dang good. All right, you guys ever wanted a 1970 Monte Carlo, a muscle car? This is your chance to own one. You've been waiting for this for quite some time. I've owned this car for a few years. It's finally time to give it to one of you guys. So for every $5 you spend on merch, you're gonna get one entry on this bad boy. For all the rules and regulations, you can go over to fabrats.com. And on behalf of you guys, we will donate to one of our favorite charities, which is Gifts from Grady. Head on over to fabrats.com. You don't wanna get scammed, so make sure you're at fabrats.com. Get some merch, and let's help Gifts from Grady out. New day in the shop. Well, seems like Groundhog's Day because we're still on Babe. We're getting there on this whole truck. Steering's dialed. We got to do some hose routing. It's plumbed. It works. We fired it up. It steers.
He's got the tune figured out, so we left it up.
Okay, Jace, I think.
I hope I did this right.
I hope you did too. We got a couple leaks to deal with. We got brake fluid going in it currently, but I'm over here TIG welding, doing a little bit of stuff. I don't know what we're gonna get done on the truck today, but we got a bunch of welding to do. Tom was working on this last time. I'm gonna get tank all tigged up, get that handled. I actually have a radiator to TIG up for Landon for his derby car. We're just gonna go through and kind of take you through a Friday afternoon in our life. See if we can get some little stuff tidied up that needed to be done that didn't get done all week. See if we can get it done today, and we'll take you guys along. So here we go. All right, we got these things moved. Now I got to TIG up some little scars I left in it. It should be good. TIG welder makes a lot of difference on welding.
Oh yeah.
Then I found my hole saw I need, so I'll get this inlet drilled out so we can put it on this side, since LS are on the same side. So I'll put you guys right there and we'll drill this thing out.
Take that bit out of the middle. Just push that down like a quick release. Now pull the bit out. Now put that back. Now you won't stuff it through the other side. There we go. Now we got the neck. Now you put your bit back in it and cut a hole over there.
All right.
And we'll have it. All right, what we're doing here is we're turning it into an LS radiator. So you're gonna say it's just gonna circulate from here to here on this side. Well, you would be right. We're gonna take, saw into this, put a piece of aluminum in it, and cap it. Then it has to go into this side, down here, and back over to there. So it's called a double bypass radiator at that point. Gotta pay extra for that. Or you can go ahead and just buy a $70 China radiator, cut some holes in it, and make it work yourself for a crasher car that's probably gonna get ruined anyways. That'll be there. Let's see if we can get this to work out here. All right, kind of got her stuck there. Now we'll see if we can weld it up. We'll give me a little screwdriver.
Okay.
See what we can get done here. All right, there's that.
Think it'll stay?
No. No, I don't. I can imagine if it would stay.
Looking good.
All right, there's that. Now we just got to cut it. Basically cut it in half. Slide that in it, trim it up, make it fit. Nope.
Wider?
A little bit more. There we go. That's all you gotta do. We'll trace that out. We'll go cut it out. I'll take that in and she'll be built. There you go. Go cut that out on the brake. There we go. There you go. Double bypass radiator. Guaranteed to get cracked and rusted and broken and crashed. It'll probably leak after you're done. Hopefully. It won't leak right now. But when you're done driving that car, it'll leak. So I just got this little pump. This is for the supercharger. That circulates water through the intercooler of the supercharger and keeps it cool. I think we are close. I got brake fluid to all the brakes, so I just need to pump them up, bleed them, make sure we don't have any leaks. And then I think that's good, but I just noticed brake fluid on the ground right there, which tells me that proportioning valve thing under there is probably leaking. So I'm gonna have to investigate further on that. We'll put some pressure to it, we'll know where it's leaking. But I'm the only one here right now. My buddy Scott, he's here, but he went after some parts at the boneyard. Landon went with him, so it's just me. So we're dealing with stuff. I haven't told you, I got it started. Power steering turns both ways, everything works. I built these. I didn't show you, but I built some sweet little bump stops. Ori's are internal bumped, but I wanted it to be a plush ride, so these hit like 1.5 inches before the Ori's gonna bottom out, just to take some of the rough out of it, so it's just plush. I think I can throw the AC machine on it here shortly, get the AC charged back up. Then I got sliders, bumpers. There's never ending welding. I think what I'm gonna do now for today basically is let it down and get airbags put on. Get that problem solved so that we just know that that part's done, and then we can get all the plumbing done on that next week. I still have a bunch of TIG welding. I may do that right now, actually. I probably will. These boxes get cut off right across there. So I'll probably get the saw out and start cutting and then shrink the box down. I might as well TIG weld today. I ain't gonna get anything else done. Might as well do that, see if I can get the boxes mounted. When those boys come back, we're gonna lift the bed off so I can work on the bags underneath. So, on to that point. Alrighty, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to cut this off. I'll draw some lines and see what I can come up with. Got a line around it. Now I can just figure out how to cut it. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I may ruin this, but here we go. Okay, there's one. Let her down flat. Hang on to it. Okay, you got it? Yep. Perfect. Sweet. Get your camera, let's go see if it fits where it needs to fit. All right, if we did this correctly, go set the hoist down for me. It's probably gonna be pretty close. I may have to put a top on it. A little TIG welding. Thing is, it's gonna work well, I think. I think they were originally supposed to be the other way, but I like them this way. They're gonna be just perfect. I'm gonna set up, TIG weld this all back together, and then I got one more to build. Get them chopped up. Should make that look easy, quick. Lots of hours. I was determined to actually get good at this. Where you could at least claim that you welded it instead of pretend like you didn't.
Right.
One side down. Like that right there. That'll do it. Woohoo! One done. That took a minute. All right, guys, it's morning again. Saturday morning. I'm in the shop. Well, I'm in the shop basically every day. Working on the old truck some more. So I got the boxes cut down last night. They're gonna fit in here pretty dang good. So I got 2 of them done. 2 of them are still coming. I was only gonna put 2 on it, but it looks really good with 4 boxes on it. I think we'll do 1 there and 1 there. So today's order of business, get those things mounted, and we'll see where we get to. I got lots to get done today. I got lawns to mow and all the Saturday stuff to do. Probably not gonna take you long because y'all know how to mow lawns. Truck's getting there. We still got a leak. I'm gonna have to deal with that. It looks like right there is the leak. So I'll have to work on brakes a little more, but we're gaining. Brakes are handled. They're on. They're all hooked up and working. I don't say handled because they're leaking. Power steering's done. It steers everywhere. It does start and run now. I have a water pump that's dripping. I've got to deal with that. We put a new water pump on it. It's leaking. So let's get going. Let's get these things mounted, drilled, bolted, all that stuff, and then move right along. All right, I've been struggling here, but I think that's the place right there. What they're gonna look like on here. It'll be pretty sweet. Then the other one will go right behind. So what I gotta do now is drill up into here, put a couple bolts in it. I think I can get, there's a rib there, and there, so I can bolt across it. Should hold it in fine. We'll get this thing locked in here and move on to the next one. All right, I think I got a game plan. I just welded a couple pieces up here. They're just gonna be bolt. I can use this back one, but I'll drill. Should work just fine. I'll measure this out and get it in, and that's gonna pretty much do it for today. We'll get this thing mounted. We'll show you what it looks like. This is pretty much how I imagined the bed looking. There we go. I'm not 100% sure that we've got clearance here.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
We're gonna have to do some cycling, but the preliminaries are in. I like it. Let me show you guys something. This is my drawing of back in the day when I decided I would build this thing. That's side profile, that's the back. It's pretty much what I imagined. I think we've made her come to life pretty dang good. So basically next week, all the finish work has to happen. We've got to run all the wire, or all the air lockers, wiring, everything. We're getting closer. The thing will just start. We've got that handle. You can reach in. And battery's completely dead. Okay, well, we've got to figure that out. Killed the battery. So that doesn't work. I was gonna start it and show you the steering works and all that, but evidently we've got a pretty serious power draw. We're gonna have to address that now. So there's always more to the situations. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're just out of time today. We got to get the video edited and out to you. So that's all we got. Thanks for watching.